Hello, my name is Duncan Alderdice, and the reason I'm making these videos is to document the journey I take as I become who I am. Today was a fantastic fucking day. It's also much brighter now. Normally the sun sets at, or it has been for the past couple months, winter mostly, at like 4:15 basically. 4 o'clock, but now it's like actually 5:30, so that's decent. I still have this light on. Don't know if it's actually making an impact or whatever. It doesn't really matter. Hopefully I don't have to do much color correction, different things, whatever. Same order of business today. So 72 dials on the day, 1 book demo, booked through LinkedIn, so not through dials, 2 demos held, and 1 closed deal. So we're happy about that. Very happy about that, specifically because, okay, so this guy was the 5 o'clock one that went well on Wednesday. And that I know, and this was the thing that my sales manager was pushing me to do, and then I did, and then I'm glad that it turned out to be successful, was like there was an end of month February promotion, and so on the call on Wednesday, he said, I'm going to talk with your competitor, but I would like to follow up with you. Let's put something on the calendar for next week. And then I was like, no. Add a little chaos. This is so frustrating. Okay. All right. Let's put something on the calendar for next week. And then I was like, sounds great. Also wanted to bring up the fact that we do have a February promotion that does expire in February. And then he's like, all right, okay, so like let's book something for today at the end of the month, the 29th. Leap year, favorite day of the year. It's my birthday on all of the fake forms I have filled out, or the forms that I have filled out with a fake name, or any sort of thing that's asking when my birthday is. I always make it the 29th of February, probably 96. I think that was, it was before, whenever you go online onto websites, like you'd have to, like, there would be like an age restriction. Like, the only thing I can think of is like, if you go on Steam and look at a mature rated game, it always asks what your email is, your age is. So I actually leveraged that got the meeting to today. Then was thinking a lot about how to handle this conversation, did a role play with another of the account executives who offered it. That was nice. Also had a meeting with the CEO, not just about this, like it was just him meeting the sales team. I brought up the question going, what do we really do different between us and them? So that I can speak to that. And then the call went very well. He said like the biggest thing that we do different is the exclusivity of the leads. And he was saying like, yeah, that made him kind of like, he didn't really know, like it's hard enough to get in touch with people as it is. So adding a layer of 3 to 4 other advisors also competing for this person, not to mention that some of those advisors aren't just going to be an independent practice like this guy was, but might be a large firm, and the person actually reaching out isn't even the advisor. It's like someone whose full-time job is just to actually make the phone calls and book the appointments. Like, who are you going to beat? Someone whose full-time job it is just to book appointments? Or who are you going to beat? What am I trying to say? Like, who are you going to bet your money on? An independent advisor who's going to reach out quickly when they can, or someone whose full-time job it is to just reach out? Probably the person whose full-time job it is to reach out. We got more orders coming in. I don't know. Here's the other thing. But then, so had that was good. Then he was like, I was kind of like asked how the conversation went. Asking the guy how the conversation went with the other thing. He said that like, yeah, they said a lot of things similar to what meaning me, described them as having. And he said like, I'm not really sure whether or not it's right for them. And then so I went going, okay, so I'll double down. I'm now going to take the position of supporting the competitor. Like, it sounds counterintuitive, but it's like going like no, I want you to reinforce the decision. Like, I'm going to like, well, but the thing is like, they can segment their market. Like, is that not appealing? And he said, yeah, there's 4 tiers to it, but I don't know, just like actually kind of doing this thing. Then there was a bit of silence. And like the silence was like okay, you're not saying, oh no, before the silence, okay, we're gonna put that on pause. Then he was going like, well, the one thing that hesitates me about you guys is the fact that it's not explicitly said that someone's going to be reaching out to them on that thing. You guys would really think about like adding that. And I was like, yeah, okay, for sure. Like I had a bit of back and forth thing, like it's a good idea, I'll bring it up. We're always experimenting with different ways of what to show on that page to increase the likelihood of people actually picking up. But with that said, even in the absence of that, people who have been on board of the program really leaning into the processes still are able to like make that business. So like great suggestion, but people have been successful even without it. And then I went like, okay, well, is that enough for you to not want to move forward today? And he went, oh, no, I think I'm gonna go with you guys. And then there was the long pause, because it was like so he just said yes, but nothing's happening. And then so it was at that point that I went, and I said a little weak, but I wish I said it better. I was going like, well, like, do you want to sign up today? Right? Like sign up right now? And then he said yes. So then it was good. I was happy because I actually had to ask for the business. And so that was the learning thing. It wasn't just like, don't just him and haw, like just like fucking go for it. Ask the question, risk being told no. And risk being told no instead of staying safe in the still non-answer territory. But then so I got his account set up and everything, like sign him up for things. This guy's gonna be really successful with it, I have no doubt. Like he was talking, going like, you guys don't have a fixed contract, but like I'm gonna stick with you guys for 3 months. Like that first month, I don't think I'm going to close any business, but hopefully there's like pipelines coming, and then like we'll see how it goes from there. And it's good to hear, because I actually said it going like, if this is the mentality that you have, there's no doubt you're going to have success with the program, which is true. Like people who are thinking like that, this program is just gasoline on the fire that they are already, rather than having to teach someone like push them out of their comfort zone towards that kind of area. But that's good. Also then the booked in LinkedIn fucking the LinkedIn demo booking, like it was a conversation that I had yesterday, sent a long thing, then asked for the call stuff. Great sentence, doesn't actually learn how to fucking talk. I'm just excited. At 12:30 I got a notification on my phone saying like, hey, do you have time for a quick call today? And it's like, bang, reply immediately, being like, it was at 12:30, I had the 1 o'clock call with the call that ended up closing, and I didn't want to take it right then because I actually wanted to give enough space to be actually focused on the new guy and not worried about the time crunch. So then we scheduled it for 2 worked for him. That call went well. He gave an unofficial yes. I said we were running promotions today. Like if you want to take advantage, they do expire in February. And he said, yeah, well, it's not like I still have to talk with my partner to, like, there was an actual reason why he wasn't moving forward today. But like he said, going like, I'm in sales, like I'm not giving you a fake answer here. And I went, oh yeah, no, I'm just like flushing out, like if no is okay, it can be yes, like just trying to figure out. And he said like, no, I like that it's exclusive. And then they're making a follow-up. There's a follow-up call on Monday of next week. So real quick, not like a push-off thing. So that's nice. Yeah, and so like what I'm taking away is it's good to do both the cold calls and demo bookings, because the last call of the day, actually, of the cold call, the guy picked up, and like as I was saying, well, like this is a cold call, so you can't hang up. Like right at hang up, he said, oh no, I'm a sales guy too, like you can go ahead. And so I laughed and then went through it. He wasn't the ideal client profile, like he only did term life rather than IULs, annuities, and whole life. Whatever, the type of insurance agent this guy wasn't the ideal client profile for this program. So then it's not a good fit. But then I told him, going like, hey, well, if you are, like that line I used, for every 8 connections, 1 of them will hang up, but the rest will listen to the next part. So that's good, and he appreciated that. So that was a good end to the day. So that was nice. And What else happened? Oh, I was thinking, like, it's good to do the combination of calls and LinkedIn prospecting, because so far the demos that I've booked through LinkedIn have been good conversations. Some have resulted into no, but so far 2 are leaning towards yes, or at least there's a possibility of yes, which means, again, it's worth doing the prospecting. That's why you want to prospect, always be prospecting, because if I can imagine, if I have phone demos booked, LinkedIn demos booked, and whatever the marketing team is able to do, we're fucking laughing our way to the bank eventually. So that's nice. It's different. I'm in a good state of mind. Oh, that's what was the other thing. I had an 8:15 this morning. So I went to bed on time yesterday and woke up like an hour earlier than I normally do, because I wanted to actually be fresh for the call, not like sound like I just got out of bed. Looked him up on LinkedIn, couldn't find anything online, and I called right at 8:15. And as soon as I click call, I just hear that boo-doo-doo, like the number you're trying to dial is not in service. So like the number wasn't in service anymore. So then it just was all that prep to just them not be a real thing. And then, but what was weird is because I couldn't find them online, like it wasn't like it was like they misspelled their phone number and then I could send a message on LinkedIn being like, hey, we had a meeting, but the number doesn't work. I sent an email. We'll see if anything happens from it. Maybe it does, maybe it doesn't, maybe they forgot. It was booked a week in advance, so probably they forgot. But that's all I have to say. Feeling good. Oh, Domino's is having a 50% off menu, which is fucking prime time, because so far I have spent like a total of essentially $22 on like food for the past 2 days, or at least dinner. So like that cuts costs. Got to get the breaks credit card debt paid off, so that just helps on that front. We're moving forward, moving good. I'm happy. I'm fucking happy. I'll talk to you later. Oh, and then the 3 o'clock demo that was supposed to be held rescheduled, which I'm always happy with. We'll take a reschedule any day of the week. I'll talk to you later now.